This video will show you how to solve the crosses problem. You're supposed to have a function which takes a number of crosses and then it makes this picture. So if my number of crosses is 5, I get this. If my number of crosses is 4, I'll get this. If my number of crosses is 3, I'll get this. So how do we make this shape? The first thing we need to do is we have our function prototype, we have our function definition, and I have called the function with sending an argument value of 4. So first step that I would like to do is I would like to basically just show these 4 crosses just like this. So I'm trying to do just the first column. So what I'll do is I'll make a for loop for int I starts at 0 while I is less than the number of crosses, I plus plus, and then in here what I'll do is I'll do a cout with the little plus, and then on a separate cout I'll add an endl, a new line. And if I run this code now, then you're going to see that I have generated 4 crosses or 4 pluses just like this. Now what's missing to this picture? Well, if I have 4 crosses, then I need to add an extra 1 on this row, and then an extra 2 for this row, and an extra 3 for this row, right? So at row 0, I'm adding 0 extra crosses. At row 1, I'm adding 1 extra cross. At row 2, I'm adding 2 extra ones. At row 3, I'm adding 3 extra ones. At row 4, I'm adding 4 extra ones. So there is a relationship between how many extra pluses we want to add and what is the number of the row. Okay, so basically what I want to do here is want to add as many extra plus as is the number of row. Okay, and what's the number of the row? Well, it's actually my I, right? So if I just replaced I with a variable of row, right, then that's my row. It's basically the code's not really going to change. Okay, so now what I want to do is the row variable is going to determine how many extra crosses or pluses we want to add. So before we show a new line. So I'm going to make a new loop. So I'm going to say for int j is equal to 0, and while j is less than the row, and then we're going to say j plus plus, and then in here we're going to tell it to go ahead and show another cout, another cross, another plus. Okay, so we're telling it add as many extra couts, so as many pluses as is the number of the row. So when row is 0, we'll add, this loop is never going to happen. When row is 1, we're going to add 1, and so on and so on. So let's check it out. And there you go. If I go in there and I change this to 6, then there we go.